And I think too, it's okay to live in the tension of as a believer and as a believer with children and allowing your kids insight to wrestle with the tension of being angry and the and then also at the same time having empathy. And I think that's the gospel is in that tension. I think the gospel is that on the one hand you see God's wrath. And yes, I hope that one, there will be justice done for
Yes.
the
Yes.
murder of Charlie Kirk, but also knowing Charlie, and at least what I think, I never met him personally, but I think I've seen enough of him to probably guess, and we love the same Jesus, and we follow the same God, and I would say that I think Charlie Kirk would hope that his murderer would also come to know Christ. And I just so happen to be reading through Acts, and you see the murder of Stephen, and he's being stoned. And who's there? Paul. Paul's holding the cloak of the people who murdered him. And I can't help but picture, and I know this is the case, Paul and Stephen are in heaven together. And I find it interesting, and I probably don't doubt that Stephen welcomed Paul into heaven. And so how cool and how amazing would it be if we go to heaven and you see Charlie standing there with this young man? And I hope that that's the case. But that's the tension that we live in.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it's easy to be pulled into political arguments and you forget the Bible. And I see so often believers will leave their Bible on the shelf and then pick up a political tactic sheet. And I think that's dangerous. And I think what we need to do is to go forth with the Bible, holding on to God's word, and then allow that to navigate your politics, because it's okay to live in the tension of being angry. Yes, we should be hurt. It is awful when a human being loses their life. And we should be praying for Charlie Kirk's family. We should be praying for the family of the murderer who killed Charlie Kirk. But then we should also hope and pray for that young man's soul as well, that he would come to know Christ,